Hey, how y'all doing? This is Coach Swift, and I help people that put themselves last to put themselves first. And today I want to talk about something that holds people back from either starting or sustaining a fitness routine. So I got something for y'all today. All right. So there's one thing that's holding people back that they don't have enough of is time. They don't have enough of it, and some of the reasons why they don't have it is because they're too busy raising the kids, going to work, doing house chores. Another one is just lack of motivation, no willpower. We're not even thinking about working out. Another one is lack of energy. We were planning on going to the gym, but because we're tired now, we're canceling it out for the day. Last one, no plan. And if you don't have a plan, this is to me is the most important one out of all of it, is having a plan and following through with it. But what I want to do is I want to break down each one of these, and I want us to explore it and see if there's a solution for you if you're struggling with creating time to work out. So first one, we're too busy. It's like, what can we do if we're too busy? One thing I know that we can do if we're too busy is just take a time to break our schedule down. From when you wake up to you eat your breakfast, dropping the kids off, going to work, picking the kids up, coming back home. I want you to really be real with yourself. Look at your schedule. See what you are doing with your time. See what you're doing with your time. Because most people throughout their day, outside of working and taking care of their kids, they're spending 3 to 4 hours a day watching TV. They spend at least 2 to 3 hours a day on social media scrolling. And then about an hour of just like miscellaneous things where you might just be stuck daydreaming, or I don't know, whatever you do with your time, you're not doing anything. But overall, that's a lot of time. 3 hours of TV. You could have got 1 hour working out. Social media is big, it's huge. You could have got an hour working out. So you got to be real with yourself. You got to set certain expectations for yourself. If you are serious about getting fit, look at your schedule. Look at what you're actually doing with your time. Look at why you're too busy, and then make some adjustments, and let's incorporate working out. However, the only way that we can really tap into that is we have to create some motivation. If you're lacking motivation, it might be difficult for you to even want to go look at your calendar and see what you're doing throughout the week or throughout the day to make those changes in the first place. So how do we change this motivation right here? How do we create more motivation to work out? And I'm gonna just be honest with you. You just gotta start doing it. And when you start doing it, you gotta take a real inventory of what you're gaining when you're doing it. Initially, when we start working out, you wanna wanna see some results right away. But we gotta look at the little things. When you start working out, you're gonna notice that, man, I feel good. I feel a little bit more energetic. My mood is better. And those are the things that I want you to pay attention to. And I want you to really hold on to those things, because those are going to create a foundation for you sustaining this. Because motivation only lasts for so long. You might see a video that inspires you. You might watch a movie or anything that gets you galvanized to work out. But reality is motivation comes and goes. So what we need to replace this motivation with is discipline. And as we are disciplined, as we practice doing this every single day, what's going to happen is we're going to become consistent. And as we become consistent, what's going to happen is we're going to create a habit. And overall, that's what we want to do. We want to be able to automatically work out without thinking about it. If you can get to the point where you can automatically do it without thinking about it, when the holidays come up, or when a family member comes in town, or when your schedule gets disrupted, you can make the proper adjustments you need to, just because this is a habit. Now, if you don't have a habit going, a lot of things can disrupt your system, and we go from being consistently working out to completely falling off our routine. So we got to create motivation. Motivation just starts with just starting. You got to start today. Just start right now. And if you need to, start off easy, start off slow. I recommend maybe doing 5 minutes of an exercise that you enjoy doing every single day. Do this for a whole month. And I'm telling you, as the month goes on, you're going to go from 5, 10 to 15 minutes. But you got to start somewhere. And that's what matters. Now, the next one is lack of energy. And this is a real reason why a lot of people don't work out. Lack of energy. And you got to find out what's the source that's causing you to lose this energy in the first place. Are you stressing out? Are you working too many hours? Are you not getting enough sleep? All of these things are real, and you got to be real with yourself. If you're stressing out and if you're not getting enough sleep, you're not putting yourself in a situation where you're really managing or taking care of yourself. So I would recommend, if you're stressing, to slow down. Find 5 to 15 minutes in your day where you can just focus on breathing or just focus on being present. Focus on being here and focus on being right now. Just do it 5. It makes a huge difference. Also, if you try to schedule some time to sleep, if you have a difficult time sleeping, work on some breath work, some breathing activities. Focus on something you want to focus on if you find yourself overthinking. But ideally, what we want to do is reduce the stress that's going on in our body. It'll give us a little bit more energy. And last and final, no plan. This is the biggest one. I know y'all heard the quote, I'm messing this up. I know y'all heard this quote. So we don't plan to fail, we fail to plan, right? You got to plan this out. And this correlates with what I was talking about earlier about checking your schedule out. So if you tell yourself on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I want to work out for 45 minutes from the hours of 4 o'clock to 4:45. If you do this and you got it in your schedule, at least gives you an opportunity to remind yourself that I set this time aside for myself. But if you just like, you know what, I'm going to work out Tuesday, and you don't even know what time you're going to work out, it's a good chance that you can be like, man, I'm tired. I'm not going to work out today. Or you can be like, I don't feel like it. I just don't have the motivation. So this is, to me, dropping pen. To me, this is the most important one. You got to plan it. Because when you plan it, we can get to this part where we can start working on our discipline. Because it's like, we already know this is what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and keep doing it. And as we keep doing it, we're going to build a habit. And as you build a habit, that's when you become fit. That's when you're going to start hitting your fitness goals. That's when you're going to start getting healthier. So we can use time against us and say that we don't have enough of it, or we can find ways to be creative and utilize the time that we do have to improve ourselves. And I want y'all to do something today that y'all gonna be thanking yourselves tomorrow. Peace.